The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the raw and uncensored Ambitchious podcast. I'm your host, the original HBIC, Katie Boyd. During our time here together, I will be instilling all of the strength, power, and determination you will need to use the very stones thrown at you to build your ultimate empire. We will redefine the word bitch from the derogatory to the acronym, being in total control of herself. So let's adjust our crowns and prepare to live life ambitiously. Oh yeah, here I am, the original HBIC, Katie motherfucking Boyd. Hola, chicas.
Hola, chicas. I like that.
Now here on the right-hand side of me is when Jennifer Lopez was actually just a backup dancer on In Living Color, and she had that real tight hairdo. Matt Babine, my backup dancer.
My hairdo is very tight. Very
tight. Like other things on your body.
The guest that does not go away.
It's just like he never leaves. I asked him to come on one podcast like a year ago, and it's just like,
I thought it was.
You're coming again today.
I thought you wanted me on your first 1,000.
Honey, if there's 1,000 podcasts, you're going to have to put me in a special place, like where they give you tapioca for dinner and you knit socks. Yes. I'm not joking.
I will feed you tapioca.
Today's Ambitchious podcast is all about how to find your purpose. Do you know what your purpose is, Matt? Other than to aggravate the fuck out of me on a daily basis?
To give you a hard time every morning, every day.
Diarrhea, cha-cha-cha, diarrhea, cha-cha-cha. But before we start our Ambitchious podcast, you know I love me some iTunes reviews. And this one is from Sherry Strong. And she says, Katie is amazing. Why, thank you, Sherry. She says, wow, the universe has brought Katie into my life at a time where I need some light. I'm preparing to make some huge changes in my life, and listening to Katie has gotten me so excited to be the best version of myself. Thank you, Sherry, so much. Email me at themisfitclub@gmail.com to receive your $100 gift certificate to use towards anything KBMFC related. And to all of the amazing bitches in Ambitchious land, if you've already given me a review, thank you from the bottom of my little black heart. And if you're a lazy fuck and haven't yet, what the hell are you waiting for?
Get over there.
Get over there to iTunes and give us a damn review and make it 5 stars and say something nice about me. Yeah. Say I have a nice rack, a good personality, and you like my glasses.
Those glasses are hot.
Oh, okay. That was rogue.
Well,
that was like uncalled for, man.
I was just looking at it. I'm like, wow, they really look hot, those glasses.
Lordy.
And you can give me a review, too.
I'll give you a fucking
awesomeness.
Review with my fist up your ass. Oh my God. Before we start our podcast, I always like to bring everyone up to speed with everything that's happening at KBMFC. So, of course, as you guys know, I do sound healing. It's one of the most magical experiences of everyone's life.
It's pretty awesome.
And we do it every month, and it comes around the full moon. So just go on over to kbmfc.com and check out when the next sound healing is. So that happens every month. And we also have Spirit Day coming up on Saturday, May 4th. It's from 10 in the morning till 5 p.m. Again, go over to the events page. It's literally life-changing. Don't you agree?
Oh my God, it's awesome.
It's so
Absolutely
good.
Outstanding.
It's just so fun. We do such great stuff, and every time is different, so people like to come back over and over and over again. And of course, Portugal is coming.
I cannot wait.
It's gonna be amazing.
Every podcast we get closer and closer and closer.
You guys, Portugal is magical.
It'll be here like that.
It's the motherland. It's where my people come from. They like stinky cheese. They like lots of wine. Right?
Good food.
Yeah, they like to beat their children.
with spoons.
They like to eat lots of bread. Yeah, it's really fun. And you know what's going to be so great about our 1-week retreat in Portugal? Not only are we going to have spiritual awakenings, we're going to do yoga, we're going to meditate, we're going to deep dive, but we're also going to eat like queens and kings.
Absolutely.
We're going to drink our faces off. We're going to go on excursions.
Don't forget the dolphins. The dolphins are coming.
I wish a dolphin would take you to the dolphin rape cave. Do you guys know about that? Google it. I'm not even going to talk about it on here.
I don't think it's real, but in any event.
Oh, it is.
I'll Google it later, but.
I've shown it to you before.
I thought it was a scam.
No. Okay, the dolphins are scamming you.
I don't know. Somebody put it up there. They could put anything on. Just because it's on YouTube doesn't mean, or Google, it means it's real.
Well, these dolphins are Portuguese.
I got to do some studying. So they don't lie.
They're very, very friendly.
They're very aggressive or friendly.
They like a very clean place to live in the ocean, and they like to drink and eat cheese.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah, they're nice dolphins.
It's sold.
But you guys, October 4th through the 12th, 2019, it is going to be life-changing again. Go over to the events page. And last but certainly not least, we have summer camp.
Yay, hooray.
Kristen Tellier and Jill Coletti are going to be spinning on the ones and twos for an amazing children's summer camp. It's going to be July 22nd through the 26th. They're going to be doing yoga. They're going to be doing meditation. They're going to be doing... No, they're not. Stop it. Matt is obsessed with face painting. What are you, fucking John Wayne Gacy? I mean, Jesus Christmas. In face painting. It's like
everyone loves a good painted face. The kids do. Face painting and pizza.
I'm going to paint your face later.
All right.
With my hand. If you know what I'm saying. But if you want your children to have an amazing summer experience, or you just want to get rid of them and have Jill and Kristen show them what's up.
You can go to the beach and drop them off, and that will be it.
Why? There's no beach at summer camp.
I'm saying that the parents can go to the beach, and then they can drop the kids off while they're getting their faces painted.
Yeah, because if I had kids, I'd be at the beach smoking butts and tanning and eating some Kel's cream from Revere Beach.
I love Revere Beach. Yes, yes.
So check it out on the events page. That's all I have to say. Oh, and... No, stop looking at my boobs.
It's like a lure.
The Ambitchious t-shirt. This is the first piece of swag that we've made.
It's really cool.
And please, please, please go on over to the KBMFC website, buy your t-shirt. And if you wear that damn shirt, I want you to tag me on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're wearing it, and show me how freaking ambitious you look in your swag.
It's awesome. Really cool shirt.
And I'm still working on yours. I have a whole thing of puffy paint.
Let me be.
His shirt says, "I'm with Ambitchious."
Yes.
With an arrow.
With an arrow. I'm with this ambitious one.
Exactly.
That's a good one.
So this is like a really fun podcast today, other than the fact that we are fun. But what's really fun is I think one of the best things in life is to truly find why you're here. What is your purpose? And I think a lot of people don't know what their purpose is, which in my opinion makes people feel frazzled as fuck.
Was it funny? The woman, Sherry, who wrote into you was like, you helped her find her purpose.
Is that crazy?
That's awesome. And it worked just great today. Yeah.
So every so often,
good job, babe.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. I try.
Purpose finder.
It's so weird because every so often, like, I just get tired and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to, like, sit at home and eat bonbons and watch Jerry Springer. And then as soon as I feel like that, someone will like write into me and be like, you helped me find my purpose, or you did this to me. And I'm like, oh, I guess I have to keep going.
Yeah, because it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's hard work. It's not easy.
Well, it's not like somebody I know to my right who just shows up. I actually do research and write it.
Ed Sullivan?
No, not Ed Sullivan. I know Mr. Ed Sullivan. He's way put together.
He's a hard worker, yes. Unlike me.
I'm talking about you there, Baldy.
All right. Are
you ready to talk about it?
I am.
All right.
Yeah.
So your purpose here on Earth is, in my humble opinion, the most important quest you will ever have. And sadly, many humans return to the soil having never fully discovered, never mind lived into it. And here are my top 5 ways I have used to help me and my clients to discover their purpose here on Earth. So number 1, this is one of my favorites. What makes you feel like you are so in the flow, or that your soul is so on fire? What makes you forget to eat, sleep, and poop? Seriously, like what makes you, when you're doing it, you literally forget to eat, sleep, and poop, right? Yeah. Like I'm telling you, like when I'm singing and I'm playing my bowls at KBMFC, I am so in the flow. Yeah. Like I forget everything. Or if I'm doing a spirit day, or if I'm speaking in front of a crowd and I know that I'm impacting massive amounts of people, or when I'm writing, I literally forget. Like I could do that for days and not even...
Writing too, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Well, writing what I want to write. Yes. Not what I have to write.
Gotcha.
Because, like it gives me, I have such PTSD from school. Ugh. Like when the teacher's like, and today you're going to write a 37-page thesis on why turtles have weird sex. And you're like, no, I don't want to. Oh, but then if you like write about something you want to write about,
No.
Like toilet papering and egging people's homes. We need to bring that back. I don't know where that just came from. Because I did that to a lot of my teachers.
Did you really?
Oh yeah,
God.
I would do my recon work, and I would just go fuck their house up if they would give me a bad grade. And now I'm paying for it karmically. Thank you.
We always do.
What makes you forget to poop?
Things nothing really.
Matt never forgets to poop.
I'm pretty regular.
Believe me, my toilet knows all about it.
I'm pretty regular. That's nasty. All right. So no, what my passion?
Sir, I have to clean the toilet.
Purpose and passion is probably teaching, speaking, motivating,
Eating.
I love eating. No, really. I mean, really being in front of people and really helping people make a difference in their lives. Whether it's kids at the martial arts studio, people I'm influencing at Regional Home Care, people I'm influencing out in the marketplace, all that stuff really juices me. I mean, I can teach class after class after class. I've been a speaker where I will speak to 10 groups that come in a day, one after another, at 100 in a group. And I'll just keep going. And it's like, wow, where did that day go? It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I start at 9 and it was like
But then when you're doing something that you don't like to do, you literally are like, oh my God, 20 seconds went by since the last time I looked at my watch.
Oh, it's awful.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So really ask yourself, just sit and quiet and marinate and get out your old pen and paper and ask yourself, just make a list of what in your life helps you feel that way.
Yeah.
And then go there.
And that's what you said, feel, right? So you make sure you feel the feeling of when you're in the zone, right?
Yes.
Call it the zone.
Well, I think it's like divine.
Right? Absolutely.
Like anytime that you feel in the flow like that, I think it's from God.
Absolutely.
The universe, whatever you believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because you're fulfilling your purpose.
Absolutely.
And that's what everyone should be doing, is looking really how they feel that way.
I agree. So ask yourself, what do I love? What comes easy to me? And what do I get so wrapped up in that I forget to sleep, eat, poop, pee, whatever. And that is your definiteness of purpose. And then number 2, so Mark Manson, who wrote a book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, which is like one of my favorite books ever.
Really good book.
His blog is so bomb, guys. Go over to his website and check it out when you have time. But he says this, as Mark Manson says, ask yourself, what is your favorite flavor of shit sandwich? And does it come with an olive on top? Right? And he said, Mark Manson's, he's just such a great writer and he's just so funny. And he says, everything sucks some of the time. So even when you're living your definiteness of purpose, it's going to suck sometimes.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So that means everything in our lives, especially living a life full of joy, meaning, alignment, and purpose, is going to warrant some serious sacrifices now and then, right? Because nothing is perfection 24/7. So that being said, you have to ask yourself the almighty question, what is my favorite flavor of shit sandwich? So think about it, guys. If you want to be a public speaker, you're probably really going to suck big, fat, hairy balls when you start.
No.
Are you ready for that flavor of shit sandwich? Maybe being booed off a stage, laughed at, mocked, embarrassed, because it probably will happen.
Yeah, anything.
Not everyone's going to drink your Kool-Aid.
Right.
Sometimes I'll be speaking to a large group of people and all these people in the room are shaking their heads yes, nodding. And then you got that one fucker who's just sitting there everything you say is bullshit.
Yeah.
And you know what happens? We focus on that one asshole that's giving us the shit stank face.
It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, you could be the best speaker in the world, supposedly, whatever, and you're not going to impress everybody. It doesn't work that way.
But that might be your favorite flavor of shit sandwich, just to be able to deal with that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or, if you want to be a writer and you write a book and you go to 1,000 publishers, like the guy from Chicken Soup of the Soul. What's his name?
Oh, I forget his name.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
And he said he went to 1,000 publishers. 1,000. And everyone was get out of here. This is so stupid. What does that mean? Chicken Soup for the Soul. This is ridiculous.
Millions of books sold later.
Jack
Canfield, yeah.
And
great guy. I met him in Maui. I can't believe
excuse me, Ava Gabor.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
I did. He was
in Maui.
I did. He was
he was eating caviar.
He was
my butthole.
I took his seminar. It was 10 people in the room. Him and
aren't you special?
Neil Donald Walsh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Neil Donald Walsh is my boy too.
Yeah.
He wrote Conversations with God.
Great book.
Wow,
great
you're
book.
so fancy,
Yeah.
man.
Pretty fancy. Pretty fancy.
Oh God, all I get is Revere Beach and a fried clam. The hell?
We're going there
I thought
today?
I was a classy, highfalutin lady
Don't
until you
worry.
talked about you and Jack Canfield in Maui.
I'll take you down to Kelly's today.
All right,
Don't
thanks,
worry.
brother.
Nothing but the best.
Yes, pistachio twist ice cream. Anywho, what are you dropping?
Oh no, something fell. Ouch! Oh my,
my
leg!
Did your dildo just fall out of your pocket?
my leg.
What? That was so loud. Jesus, man.
All right.
So think about it. So Jack Canfield was talking about, he went to all these different publishers, and finally, one person was like, okay, and now he has the biggest book collection ever, because Chicken Soup with the Soul evolved into so many different offshoots.
Yes.
So his favorite flavor of shit sandwich was hawking this book for probably years and years, and people being like, this is trash. No. Can you handle that flavor of shit sandwich? And obviously, he could, and now he's a multi-millionaire and one of the most incredible authors.
And he enjoys it. Now he's teaching people how to write, and he's doing other things too, I see. So, no, I think it's really, if you love what you do 90% of the time, you're always going to have 10% of a shit sandwich. Even if you're in business, you may love doing certain things like selling or speaking or whatever. For you to speak is not just speaking, it's getting on a plane, going somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Making reservations, paying the bills that come with the travel.
Right.
This stuff is the 10% that you're not jazzed about doing, right? But in order to make those things happen, you're always going to have some kind of a shit sandwich, right?
Yes.
I don't like sitting down paying bills for the karate studio, but if I don't, they show all of a sudden, how come there's no lights in here, Sensei? What happened? You know what I mean?
The toilets won't flush. The water's shut off.
The water's shut off. Whatever the case may be,
but that's
right?
you knew that came with the territory.
That comes with the territory. So it's all the back stuff that you have to do.
Absolutely. Right? So what flavor of shit sandwich do you like? Is it an Italian sub with extra hots? I think so.
You must be hungry.
So fucking hungry.
You keep talking about sandwiches.
I know, I'm like, shit, I'll eat shit right now. I'll eat the ass off a dead rhinoceros.
How about a little cake later? Katie, you a little hungry?
Cake soup. No, I'm not sad today. I'm not going to eat
cake soup.
Number 3. What made the child version of yourself happy? This is one of the most amazing questions to ask yourself. So remember when you were really little and you literally could do things for hours and never get tired or bored or frustrated or distracted? Right? Do you remember those days?
I remember those days, yes.
Matt used to go out into the woods and eat berries that poisoned him and shit in his own pants.
that happened. Both of these things happened. But they were different times. They were different.
Really
mean.
The
squirrel hunting.
That's really mean,
I had a friend that was a squirrel hunter. That must have been his passion. He was kind of an odd duck. Probably some kind of a psychopath now. Anyone who kills small animals as a child.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. Jeffrey Dahmer.
He was my buddy.
Best friend growing up.
I better erase him as a friend. Maybe I shouldn't use him as a...
You should defriend him on Facebook.
I shouldn't use him as a... What do you call it? LinkedIn.
No. If he's on your LinkedIn, that's a problem.
That's not good.
But so ask yourself, what did my child self love to do? So for you, what was that?
I am actually a master manifester because I'm actually living my dream. I do everything that I really am doing everything I want to do. I do have 10% that I hate, or I don't hate, but I'd have to do.
You're not answering the question, asshole.
So,
I'm asking you, what did your child self like to do?
I love to do martial arts.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes.
I got to keep you on track today.
Well, sometimes I go a little bit off. I had ADHD when a child. I probably brought it to my adulthood. It's okay.
So you love to do martial arts?
I love to do martial arts. Love to teach martial arts. Love to compete in martial arts. I'm doing that. I love to talk to people. I didn't love to speak, but I learned how to speak properly as far as speaking in front of people.
Matt actually dropped out of his public speaking class in college, right?
No, I was at Northeastern University, and I go, oh, I should probably know how to speak, and I signed up for the class. And there was about 200 people in the lecture hall, and they're like, "Oh, well, could you stand up, everybody, and tell us, what juices you and why you're taking this class?" I saw this one. I was like, I'm out of here, right? And I got out of there.
That's so crazy. And now that's all you do is speak.
I ad dropped it, and I was like, I don't need to do this. And then everything I do is communicating with people, which is kind of crazy.
It's funny now too because I do everything that I like to do when I was a kid. I love to boss people around.
You love to boss your husband around.
I love to boss people. When I was a little kid, I used to boss all the neighborhood kids around. Like I'd be like, and you got to do this, and you have to do that, and that's your job.
Oh, Jesus.
What's new, right?
I wish you told me this, in the beginning of our relationship.
Yeah.
kind of
Sorry,
tricked me.
I bamboozled you.
I was bamboozled.
So I love to boss people around, and I love to entertain. So I would put the shower cap on, like the old fashioned shower caps that you would wear.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like cloth, and I would like get like this like an old fashioned dress that my grandmother would like wear to bed. Those like old bib nightgowns.
Yeah.
And I would put on like her shoes, and I would stand on the fireplace, and I would like sing, and I would like talk, and I would like tell stories and entertain, and like I would make everyone like at family gatherings like listen to me. Mm-hmm. They were probably like, just fucking kill this kid.
Oh my God.
But I loved it, and now I do that, except I don't wear a shower cap when I speak.
Okay, so next time you speak,
bring that back. That could be like my thing.
That'd be cool.
I know you love my shower cap. It turns you on.
That should be a picture in your book.
What?
You in a shower cap.
I think I probably have them. And I would have like Bo Peep staff. I don't know where I got that. Oh my God, I'm having flashbacks.
All right.
I need a Xanax.
Hang in there.
I need a drink. Okay. So ask yourself, what did the child version of you love, and try to, make that into the adult version, and you will definitely find your purpose, because we are just big old children.
Absolutely.
Especially you.
Yes.
You still like the baby version of yourself. We got to get you a big diaper and a big big safety pin.
Yes, that would be something.
Sure,
that
you'd really
turn
a lot of people on.
No, I don't think I would.
Number 4. Oh, conduct a passion test.
Yes.
So say to yourself, when my life is ideal, I am. So think about that, guys. When my life is ideal, I am. And the answers could be, my life is ideal when I am serving a massive number of people. My life is ideal when I'm speaking to large groups. My life is ideal when I'm helping people become leaders. My life is ideal when I'm singing, when I'm writing. And then once you've created about like 15 or 20 of these my life is ideal statements, start to narrow them down into your top 5 choices. And then from your top 5 choices, narrow them down to 2. And then really look at the 2 and say like, okay, which one is truly like the one that jazzes me the most? And then go there. I know that's like, Katie, that's just too easy. It is easy. This is the problem. It's simple. But we make everything so complicated.
Right.
And this is why, and we know so many people like this, like they're like, one day they're selling frickin' CPAPs for regional.
Yep.
The next day they're selling
Mona V.
The next day they're selling like
some other
whatever. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like just stick to one thing. And people don't even give that one thing enough time to like blossom into something that's actually going to like make them money, because they're constantly being distracted or thinking they need like all these different avenues. And it's like every time you do that, you're splitting your energy into all these different offshoots instead of like myopically focusing.
We get like that sometimes too. It's like, wait a second, this isn't even our brand. This isn't even what we're doing. This doesn't even jive or resonate what we're doing.
100%.
Right? And then we have to cut it loose too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I do the same thing. Right?
Yeah. Sometimes I literally wake up one day and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And don't feel bad about it.
No.
Because it's your soul like telling you, stop this craziness.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then number 5, get out of your head and into your heart. I know this sounds cliche or like a Disney fairy tale, but honestly, it's truly the only way. Your heart is the truth, and it's the best, most effective way to really step into your ultimate purpose and passion. So really ask yourself, like, what do I love to do? And ask it over and over and over again until that true voice speaks to you. And that voice is actually the voice of your heart. And it may be a faint whisper because you have not used it in a very, very long time. And you know that this is what happens, right? In this day and age, we as women especially, like I don't know how it is for men, but we as women especially, we've lost like our third eye intuition. Like our ancestors, hundreds and even thousands of years ago, like would literally listen to their intuition. They were so connected to their intuition. Right. And then over time, we've just been like, nope, and moving it. And then we wonder why we're so disconnected to like our heart center. And our heart center is really, truly where we will live life ambitiously.
Right.
Right?
Well, to be able to get to that spot, you have to actually have quiet. Right. So you can't be scrolling, looking, TV,
running around,
kids, whatever. You have to take that time to be able to connect. If you don't take that time to be quiet, you're not going to be able to find that. You're not going to be able to find that sixth sense.
Yeah. And you never feel connected. And that's why people are frazzled as fuck.
No.
Let's be honest. This is like my new catchphrase, frazzled as fuck.
Frazzled
Do you ever
as
feel
fuck.
frazzled as fuck?
Absolutely. All the time I have to bring myself back.
It's just crazy.
Oh.
Like sometimes you're just running around like, what am I doing? And it's
No.
like, because you're not living with your definiteness of purpose. And, you know, Matt and I also have we have our own definitenesses of purpose. I have no idea, but we both have our own, but then we have our definiteness of purpose as a couple.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing as a couple to really, you know, live in our purpose?
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So you gotta use these 5 steps to really take your life to the next level. And when you're living in your truth and your authenticity, and you're living in your definiteness of purpose, everything is going to feel full of flow.
Full. Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned too, thinking with your brain and thinking with your heart.
Yeah.
Absolutely use those. I think it's fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it was great.
I really appreciate that, Matt.
Good job.
Thank you all for being crusaders of the Ambitchious movement. And like I always say, see you next Tuesday. Yeah.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.